The other day I had a thin idea of like, oh, what if I made a video, just a quick one, and the video, I knew what the title was going to be. The title was literally going to be, I make a big announcement, but I do it in ASMR.
Why?
Literally the title would be like, big announcement, but I do it in ASMR. I thought it would have been so funny. It would have been so funny. Because it would have gotten people's attention. It probably still could. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it.
It could.
But I tried doing it. It failed really badly. It didn't. I don't sound good in ASMR, all right?
Really?
Oh, no. I don't know how people do it. I don't know. I don't know all the technical crap of like the mic adjustments and whatnot. I don't know.
I mean, if you want to do an announcement on your channel, I can always hop over and I can come film one with you.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later.
Alright. Hey, I took your suggestion from last time, though.
And that was?
Water. I've been drinking only water.
That's a good idea. I need water.
You need to go grab water again?
No, I have my my bottle. Listen. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Wow. All
Water has never sounded sexier.
First you call yourself hot, now you're saying water's sexy.
Oh, yeah.
Are you okay over there?
Oh, I'm good.
Like, do you need me to come over?
Look, man, I got my proton pack. I'm on like cloud 9, all right? We're good. We're kosher.
All right, let's start this thing, man. Like, oh, jeez. Welcome to episode 2 of DaUseless Podcast, starring me, Colton, and Calvin over there.
Yep, me drinking the sexy water.
Sexy water. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna make that a hashtag for this one.
No, we're not.
Sexy water.
Why are we encouraging you?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, well, today I think we're gonna talk about Minecraft. Just because it's definitely a game that I feel like we played a lot, like when we were in like junior high school. Like,
Yeah,
we still do, just not as often.
yeah. Plus, well, I think, like, even looking at out of high school, we played it a lot, and even on my channel, there was Netherlanders. That was technically a big deal to us, quotation marks, but that one kind of faded, but came and went.
Yeah,
like Minecraft does. It just comes and then it goes.
Yes, exactly. And I think it's interesting because the game it's been one of those games that is just a staple when you think of like modern gaming. Like, it's one of those games that like most people have heard of.
Yeah.
Or even played,
I mean, yeah, you look at like, I'm going to say Minecraft, Fortnite, maybe a little bit of Dead by Daylight. I feel like that one's still like oddly popular for some reason. I don't get it, but I mean, it's a fun game, but besides the point.
Dead by Daylight. Is that the one that's like Friday the 13th, where it's like a slasher?
Yeah, well, I mean, technically Friday the 13th copied the Dead by Daylight.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I was just trying to remember which game it was.
Yeah, and it has like all the different. You have different like killers you can play as, and then,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those games.
I think I've played it. I think I've played it before. Like a little bit.
We have. We played it for like, I don't know, a week, and then we got tired of it.
That's fair.
But no, like Minecraft is definitely one of those games that like you know it. I mean, you know exactly what it is. You hear the words Minecraft, you see Steve, you see pickaxes, you know it. You see it, you know it.
Yeah, and most people that I've met have played it. Even people that like don't typically play video games. Like, they've tried or played Minecraft,
I mean,
and
yeah, because, like, my uncle, he doesn't really play any video games, but there was a good long while where he would actually play with me and my cousins, and we would just build stuff, and he mostly played creative because, well, I mean, creative's easier for just more simple getting into the game, but he's never done, I don't think he's ever done a survival world, but yeah, whatever.
Huh.
So.
Well, I kind of wanted to delve into maybe, like, how we came across Minecraft, if we can remember.
I remember.
If you want to kind of...
I definitely remember. So back in junior high, we had a thing called flex period, when it's like, the extra period where you just go to whatever class and you work on whatever you want. And kids would always rush to the computer lab because you could go play games. And if you didn't get there in enough time, well, I guess you snooze, you lose, and then you had to deal with it. But we would download like it was Minecraft, but it was like a free version you could download. I don't want to say pirated. It wasn't pirated. It was just in early Minecraft, very early Minecraft. And so we would play it. Well, eventually we ended up getting banned from playing it because they saw that we'd pull out swords and kill pigs, and they're all like, "Oh man, you guys are killing. You guys are killing. That's not school appropriate." And it's just like, it's Minecraft. This is fine. But then the game got like officially banned from the computer lab, and then Roblox got banned. Freaking Roblox. And
that's right. I remember you telling me about the Roblox.
Yeah, it was so dumb. It was so dumb. Like then eventually they're like, "Oh, you can only play cool math games." Like, who wants to play cool math games? We want to play Minecraft. Like, what? Yeah, so that's actually where I first got full on introduced to Minecraft. I knew of it, but I was like, I don't want to pay for that. I don't have money. But
now, do you know how long after that you actually like started playing it at home?
Ooh, I don't remember how long after, but I do remember I've bought it twice. Bought it on the PS3. If that says how far back this goes. I bought it on the PS3. But then I remember my dad actually bought it for me on the PC, so I could have it on the PC, because truthfully, PC version way better than the console version, especially now. The console versions, I think console versions suck butt now. They're so bad. I don't like the console edition.
I think it's been improved.
No.
Like, I still like the PC one way more.
Well,
but
it used to be the PC or the console edition used to be good. It was so perfect. I thought it was actually really good. But now I despise the console edition. I have a hard time playing it.
Well, they made it so that they have Java, which is the PC, and then they have Bedrock, which is technically PC, mobile, and consoles.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I get the reasoning. Like, I understand fully, and it's like, okay, I don't mind. But like, the thing that I don't like specifically about the console edition is, I don't know why, but they messed with the look around, the joystick that controls the looking around.
Okay.
It's way too like fluid. Just it has this unnaturally fluid motion to it that I don't like.
It feels the same to me.
Nope, not to me.
it feels the same.
Nope,
like,
not to
I
me.
can't
They
tell a
changed
difference.
it. They changed it. Okay, they changed it. It's garbage.
My
It's poo.
biggest gripe is just the way you interact with the menu, like your
It
your
is bad.
inventory
It
menu.
is like
That's
it is,
about my only gripe.
Yeah, it used to be a lot better, and also
So-
loading up the game is such. It. I feel like it takes forever to load because it's trying to connect you to your Microsoft account. It just
I haven't had any issues with that. I feel like it loads just fine.
So in current state, I think the PC version is full on the Prime version, and I like the Java.
Well, yeah.
I like Java more. So
Yeah. Well, I think it is nice though that like now that they've switched all the consoles to Bedrock, it kind of makes it so you can play with more of your friends.
no,
are on, like,
it
different
totally
systems or
it
what,
totally
and whatnot.
makes sense. Like it all
Yeah.
makes sense. I'm not a fan of the Bedrock version. It feels a little too cash grabby.
And I think the Bedrock version. Have you tried playing Bedrock on PC at all?
No, because apparently I missed the day that you could get it for free if you already had the Java one. So, and I've just never bothered to. So
Honestly, when I play Bedrock on PC, I rarely do, but when I did, it honestly just played like the PC version. Like it was almost identical.
Huh. Well,
So-
still, I don't like the console version anymore. It to me it's bad.
Yeah. Plus, well, also you have to also realize that because they switched it to Bedrock, it also made it so that it's more accurately up to date with everything else.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, before the PlayStation version would be like 2 updates behind almost.
There was a period of time where it was straight up caught up, and then they kind of stopped doing updates for a bit.
Well, I think they stopped because they knew they were going to do the Switch.
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
See, that to me, that in that time, prime Minecrafting. That was some good Minecrafting during that time.
Yeah.
But okay, we haven't gotten to you. Let's sideline all that. How'd you get into Minecraft?
Yeah. So for me, this is gonna actually be really funny because you know me, and so basically, I was in. I'm trying to remember how old I was. I was 13 to 15, somewhere in that range, and I had gotten my first iPod Touch because. You know, this was in the day where like your phone, my phone was like a slide phone, I guess, like a flip phone, but it slides.
I had one of those.
You know, yeah. So this is in the day before you had like, you know, every kid had an iPhone, you know.
Yeah.
So I got an iPod Touch, and one thing you have to know about my family is that my parents both really like Coldplay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I listened to Coldplay a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
I think you know where this is going.
Yeah.
So I had I had downloaded so I got my iPod, I started downloading music, I started downloading like, you know, all this other stuff. And then I downloaded YouTube, which I don't know if it's like I just was like, "Oh, videos, that's cool," or if somebody like I don't know if at that point I had heard about YouTube or had like actively seen YouTube at all.
Yeah.
Because like I said, this is my first like interaction with like having access to the internet and having access to like technology that can show you videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I get on there, and eventually I think I primarily listened to music on YouTube at first.
Yeah.
Like I just look up songs, and I like my memory is very fuzzy about all this, so like I could be completely wrong, but this is how I remember it. Is that I went on there one day and I was just listening to Coldplay. So I was like just looking up random Coldplay songs. And I go and search Viva La Vida by Coldplay. And one of the recommended videos in that search was Fallen Kingdom by Captain Sparkles.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
And so my first That's not even the right music video.
It doesn't matter. It still applies.
Anyways, so my first interaction with anything Minecraft was a parody music video.
Yep.
Which I think is very, very fitting.
That was, that was the first, like, parody. Fallen Kingdom was the first Minecraft parody song I ever heard. And I remember, I'm like, I do remember when I was watching it, I'm like, oh, this is so good. This is actually better than the original song.
Right? Yeah, that's exactly how I was.
And the fact that it was a fully animated, like, story-driven music video, like, it's ingrained in my head. Like, even if I were to listen to the original song, Viva La Vida, I still just see the king falling off of the tower every freaking time.
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And so from there, I think for about a year or two, I didn't ever actually have Minecraft for the first year or two. Yeah, so I primarily was just watching YouTube.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, that first one that I watched was Captain Sparkles, and I, like, just watched that continuously. And then eventually I, like, branched out and found other people, which I don't remember any particular order for that, so I'm not even going to delve into that.
I didn't really watch anybody's, like, play Minecraft, because I knew that there were, like, survival. There were channels you could watch that were just purely survival based, or they had, like, a story, like Stampy Longcat. Is that who it was? He was the biggest Minecraft YouTuber. Like, I knew of him, but I just didn't really watch. The only actual Minecraft videos that I would watch were, I watched Markiplier play Drunk Minecraft. Those ones were funny, but those ones were a little bit in the later part of, like, I was already playing Minecraft, and it was just, it was like, oh, I started watching Markiplier, and then I saw that he posted a video called Drunk Minecraft, which fun little side fact, I have a audio from one of his videos, specifically Drunk Minecraft, because it made me laugh so hard that I had to have it as a ringtone. Or not,
a ringtone.
Or a notification sound. I don't actually remember. Yeah.
That's incredible.
But
yeah, and that's part of the, so I know we've talked about this, but that's why, like, I'm 25 years old and I still, like, watch Minecraft videos. I don't watch them as often as I used to.
Oh yeah.
But I still watch, like, Captain Sparkles, like, at least once a week.
Yeah.
Because, like, he was so ingrained in my childhood that, like, I've just kept going,
Yeah. Well, and you definitely have told me, like, how much you watch Captain Sparkles. I mean, heck, I remember you showed me, like, the stream where you commented and, like, hey, I've been watching you for years and you've helped me get through so much, and it's
and this was when I finally started making, like, a decent amount of money, and so I was like, I feel okay, like, donating to a Twitch streamer, and, like, and I made sure that he was the first person I ever did that with, because I was like, you got me through a lot as a kid, and I've been here for all of it,
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't say I've watched every single thing he's ever done, because he's done a lot of stuff and I only have so much time.
Yeah.
But especially, like, once, like, high school hit, I think it definitely declined in how much I watched.
Oh,
but I would stick with, like, if there was a series I really liked, I would stick with it. Like, he did a series called he did a series called Mayanite that he did 2 seasons of with a bunch of people, and that was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I loved that series. In fact, my brother, like, last year, like, watched that entire series for the first time.
Oh, I do remember you telling me about that.
And that came out like 2014, something like that. So, like, it's insane how much of a reach this old stuff even has,
Oh, yeah. Well, and I totally get the like you don't watch as often, like you occasionally just kind of pop in, because that's truthfully that's how I am with Markiplier. Like he's definitely my favorite YouTuber, but I actually don't watch his content nearly as much as I used to, and
Yeah.
so I go off and watch different things, but I definitely would not say that I watch Minecraft stuff now.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, there was a short little while where I would watch. Oh shoot, what are they called? There was two channels. One was literally about all he did was design stuff. He made it look so freaking cool, and like he would literally show his build processes and how to make stuff. And the other guy, he would do redstone. I was about why am I spacing on it?
Not Redstone?
Not redstone. Is it redstone? Wait, what redstone contraptions? Yeah, that's what I'm. Third. I don't know where my brain was.
Are you talking about Seth Bling? Are you talking about the guy that does just red block?
No. I forget his name. It's Mumbo Jumbo or something.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Or Mambo Jumbo or something. It's something like that.
I think I might have seen a video by him before, but I don't
and so he does like redstone stuff, and so I'd watch these two, and these two would always get together, and they'd like I think Mumbo Jumbo would do like a house. He would make a house, but it had all these crazy contraptions, and then the other guy, which I can't remember, I wish I could, he would go into his world and he would recreate the house to make it look fancy. And then the Mumbo Jumbo guy would go to the fancy guy creator and take one of his house and make a whole bunch of contraptions in it. That's the most recent Minecraft stuff that I've actually watched, because for one, I love
recent.
Yeah, that's recent, but I'll tell you what, it's not recent within like 2 years type thing. So
okay, gotcha.
But yeah, I would watch those because I mean, I love seeing redstone contraptions. They're always really, really cool, and it's like, man, I wish I could do that, but I'm too stupid to create a light that can flicker. But then I would watch the other guy because he would always do like these really cool builds, and I would watch them, and I'm like, okay, I can actually learn from this a little bit, just a little bit, but.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think I definitely went through a phase where I wanted to learn a bunch of redstone, and I'd watch a bunch of videos, and then I'd proceed to never do it.
Yeah. Every single person I know that has played Minecraft goes through a redstone phase where they're trying to like, oh, I can make this contraption. Let me see. I really want to give credit to so Mumbo Jumbo. Yeah, that's his. Oop.
That's the one guy.
Yeah.
Now, while you look that up, I do want to go into like what are maybe not. I don't want to say our favorite update, but like the time frame of Minecraft that we think it was like the peak.
Oh, by the way, the fancy creator, his name's Grian. Grian. So it was Mumbo Jumbo and Grian, something like that.
Gotcha.
Go check them out. They're actually really cool. I haven't seen anything that they do, but in a while. But go check them out. A little shout out, I suppose. Anyway,
I'll have to look it up afterward.
Yeah. Okay, so you said.
Anyways, so favorite updates. So whether that's like something that they added, something you really really like, or just where you kind of think it peaked.
In my opinion, I actually think that just before the Nether update was probably my favorite time in Minecraft.
Really?
Well, sort of. It had. I could give actually a couple of favorites, but they're all for kind of different reasons. So I don't have like a, oh yeah, this is. This is like my favorite because it's the best. They actually all have very valid reasons for being my favorite, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
but your favorite time frame was like right before that update.
Yeah, but right before the Nether update ish, just maybe a couple updates before that ish, was probably my favorite because truthfully, when they added the Nether update, I do like it. I do really enjoy it. But it almost felt like it kind of was getting a little too complicated from there on out.
Okay, yeah, I
do feel like current Minecraft is maybe just a smidge complicated compared
There's a little too much going on now.
Yeah, and it's like I can't focus on all of this. And now, granted, I understand that it's just the progression of the game. That's just how it's got to be. But it feels a little too complicated right now. But
now,
my so my actual like
okay, you go first, I go first. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. My actual like favorite time playing the game was when it basically first came out for the Xbox and the PS3.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of that's my favorite for a nostalgic reason. But
yeah,
I think a good prime Minecraft was just before the Nether update. So those are my two around there is essentially my two favorites. So
I think the time that I most enjoyed playing the game was right about in that time frame you're talking about, where we would get on a bunch and play.
Oh yeah.
During that time frame,
we would have some late nights, and those were the 2 a.m. times.
Yeah.
See, and I like that too.
I think the best state of the game, even though I didn't like this update at the time, I think it was 1.12. I want to say, because that was the one where they changed the combat and everything. Oh, and that's where they added like shields and stuff like that.
Yes, that was good.
And I think, like, I hated that they changed it at the time.
I did too.
But once I got used to it, I loved it. And I think that was the best state of the game.
Yes.
Now,
weren't horses added around that time?
Yeah, so the combat update had swords and shields, horses, hay bales. It might have improved some of the villager trading, but that might have been later.
Yeah.
But like you were saying though, I like all the other updates, and I think they add good things to the game.
Mm-hmm.
But like you were saying, it's too much at this point.
Yeah.
But the problem is that this game's trying to compete with all these other games that are either brand new or constantly updating, and so they kind of have to keep doing something to keep the game going.
They really do, and I get that, but it's just gotten to a point where it's almost it's a little too complicated. I mean, I think the netherite was actually a good idea. That I was fine with.
Because for so long you were only getting to diamond, and then once you had diamond and you had it with like mending, you were pretty much set. Like you never had to do anything again.
Yeah, and netherite kind of gave more of a reason to go into the nether, and that's why I both like and dislike the nether update and beyond.
Yeah.
Where I feel like I don't have as much drive to play Minecraft nowadays. Because there's always the meme and the joke of like, oh, every 6 months we get into the Minecraft mood. That's more like every 9-ish months for me now.
Well, and even then, I feel like I get this Minecraft kick, and then I get into the game, and I play for an hour, and then I'm like, and I'm kind of done.
It's gone. Yeah, that's kind of what I...
Because that happened to us when we played, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, we watched a movie, and...
We were watching a movie, and I just stopped at some point just to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Usually it's like we keep going, but I was not having it that night.
Yeah.
So, and I do think it's weird that like typically when we have our like big Minecraft phases where we play for like a month, it's always in sync. It's rarely ever just one person has this all of a sudden urge.
Yeah. It's that
like at least in our friend group. I'm not saying like overall everyone on the planet. Just
yeah. It's definitely, honestly, it has the same energy as like, did we all live the same childhood, like at the same time? It's got that same kind of vibe of just like, how are we all in sync with this? We can call it our Minecraft period. We're all in sync. Please cut that out.
My lawyers are suggesting we don't use that phrase.
Colton, please cut that out.
Absolutely not. I'm leaving it in. Okay. You have to stick with that and suffer.
Well, you know what? I've made it this far into the...
He said it, not me. I want that to be known.
Okay, anyway, moving on. Gosh.
Moving right along.
Okay, so...
I don't know why I do that. Why do I do that? Every time I go to like change subject in a conversation.
Look, man, we're both into the Muppets. Don't ask me. We both like we both like the Muppet movie, so...
That's fair.
All right, so
now,
I guess... Oh. You go ahead.
We gotta stop doing this. We gotta stop meeting like this. I did forget to say like the way I started playing Minecraft. I did forget to say that when we were talking about.
Oh.
Because for me, I started playing it on a Mac, which does not run Minecraft very well, and I'd only do like creative, and then I got Xbox 360 Minecraft, and then PlayStation 4, and then PC.
Yeah.
So it took me a while to get to PC.
Yeah. I had the PC one pretty early on, but I had nobody to play with, and I'd go into creative mode and I'd create like underwater houses that had no way you could actually live in the house because it was not sustainable whatsoever.
Yeah.
But it was like, I'm underwater. I made an underwater house. You know.
Oh, you know what? I did actually play PC Minecraft before PlayStation 4, technically, but I only played it at school.
Oh.
And this was like in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was in digital media classes, TV broadcasting, all that jazz. Mm-hmm. And I'd sit in there and just play Minecraft, and I'd be ahead on those assignments because those were the classes that I was always ahead.
Yeah.
And so I would sit and play Minecraft, and the teacher would be like, "Are you caught up?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, cool. Just keep going. Do your thing."
Yeah.
Shout out Pilkington.
So,
love you, my guy. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so kind of looking at the next thing to talk about. The rise and fall, and then the rise again of Minecraft.
Yes. So basically, you had this huge Minecraft like renaissance, I want to call it.
Yes.
From like whenever the game, like 2011, I think, like 2011 until like 2015, 2016 ish.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, the game, like, at least this is more from a YouTube standpoint, but I think overall, like, a lot of people stopped playing.
Yes. It was in a drought.
2015, 2016.
It was definitely in a drought.
Yeah. And one of the things was definitely the younger kids were playing a lot more of Roblox and stuff like that.
Yes.
And then the older kids that had been playing Minecraft switched to other games, which I don't know what it would have been before Fortnite in 2018.
No clue.
Because the decline definitely started before that.
Yeah.
But by the time 2018 came around, that's when Fortnite kind of became the big thing.
Yes.
And so you saw this thing where all of a sudden Fortnite was the big thing and no one else was talking about anything else. It's all Fortnite. Like a lot of the Minecraft YouTube people actually switched to be Fortnite YouTubers.
Yep, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. And so you saw this like transition, and for a while it seemed like it would just be Fortnite for a long time.
Yeah.
But then in 2019, for some reason, Minecraft just skyrocketed again. Both YouTube-wise and like people start playing the game again because like obviously a lot of people watch YouTube videos that play video games. That's typically a connection.
Mm-hmm.
And you see this increase. And there's three main things that happened that year that I don't know if I know you observed at least one of them, but I don't know about the other two. Okay. One of them is that there was a video called, what was it called? It was by Jay Slat.
Oh, the music of
called,
Minecraft.
Like, the history of Minecraft.
He's talking about
Was it the music of Minecraft?
I think he was specifically talking about. I'm so glad you brought this video up because I was totally prepared right from the beginning. I'm like, I'm gonna bring up the Jay
I didn't know if you'd ever. See, I didn't know if you'd ever seen that.
I did.
So,
in fact, actually, I think I saw it on TikTok first. I think. And
that's another thing. I always forget that TikTok was around when this happened.
So the video is called A Tribute to Minecraft.
A Tribute to Minecraft.
Yes, and it is a great video.
It is. It's phenomenal. If none of you guys have seen it out there, like, and you liked Minecraft at some point, go watch it.
Like, honestly,
it's a work of
honestly, when I found out that it was Jay Schlatt, I'm like, what the frick? He's making a really deep video.
Here's the deal: is that he was. Well, here's the thing: he made that before he started doing anything.
I know
this was before all of that.
I know, but I've just always known Jay Schlatt as just like he's the funny guy. He's just always there making all the jokes. But to see that video specifically, now in that video.
So you didn't see this until later on, then?
No. I saw it roughly around the time that it came out. Roughly.
I was gonna say it had to have been a few months at least, because if you knew him as like haha funny guy. Because before that, he hadn't really done anything.
Well, but he was with other people, right? Like he would show up in other people's stuff.
Well, so I was actually going to talk about that. So the SMP Live server is where I think that's where he first started streaming, and that happened after he made that video. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I think. Okay. Do you still have the video up?
It was made 4 years ago.
You should click on it and like look at the date.
Okay, hold on.
That'll help me try to remember. Because I'm trying to remember. Because I want to say SMP Live started in March to May time of 2019, somewhere in there.
This video was posted May 6, 2018.
It's 2018.
Yes.
So that's a whole year before all this happened then.
Huh. Well then, okay. Then truthfully, I don't know how that...
Huh.
I don't remember. I don't remember. Anyway.
I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Anyways.
Besides the point.
So that video, great video. If you haven't seen it and you like Minecraft, go watch it. It's great.
Beautifully well-written video.
Now, that video went viral at some point. I don't remember when. And then the SMP Live server, which was just a bunch of people who wanted to live stream Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
So those two things started taking off around the same time, I believe.
Yes.
If not like one after the other. And then at some point, that SMP Live server started getting like these YouTubers that used to do Minecraft or still were trying to do Minecraft, and like started getting them back on that train. And all of that kind of combined into this resurgence of Minecraft in 2019.
It was the nostalgia. That's what it was.
Yes.
The nostalgia had kicked in, and it kicked in really hard.
And I think this was also at the point where Fortnite had been at the top for about a year and a half, and a lot of people really like didn't want it.
Yeah.
Like there's that, it didn't feel like it was a lot of people because Fortnite was getting millions and millions of views.
Mm-hmm.
But there was still a lot of people that were like, I'm kind of sick of this whole Fortnite trend.
Yeah.
And so they went back to this thing that was nostalgic to them. And like we said, like there's this, like every 9 months, there's like this all of a sudden urge to play Minecraft. And I think when these things started taking off in 2019, I think just everyone got that at the same time.
Probably. It goes back to did we all live the same childhood? It's like, did we all have the same like nostalgic trip or something?
Yeah. And now part of this also kind of led to the giant meme of Creeper Aw Man.
Yeah.
Which, for those of you who don't know, is a line from the very beginning of the Revenge music video, which is a parody of DJ's God Has Fallen in Love by Usher. Is it Usher?
Yes.
Yeah. And that parody is done by Captain Sparkles. Which is really funny because it kind of leads full circle into what I talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Which is, these music videos were what led me into Minecraft, and it kind of was part of the resurgence of it again.
Actually, I'm gonna add on to this because in Jay Schlatt's video, he talks about the music. The music is like the biggest thing out of Minecraft that really you could listen to it at any time, and you're immediately within seconds you are brought back to just those very, very simple times when you're playing Minecraft. And you want to go back to that. And so when you do, the problem is that right now it's not quite the same. So, but, it's that music. The music is, for one, music is just purely just power. Like, it can have some serious power, and Minecraft had that simple power, and I know that it's been talked about before, but it's the fact of, like, you could be doing any task. You could literally be doing anything. You could be doing something life-threatening. You could just be mining. You could be trying to explore the world. Anything. And that music would come just very softly, just come in. And all of a sudden, you're just feeling this normal task, this very simple task you could be doing, and all of a sudden you're just like, whoa, this task doesn't feel so, menial and just like I'm doing it for no reason. It feels like this task feels so much more than just, I'm just collecting a whole bunch of dirt to build my very crappy house hut. Like, it's something so simple, and the music really takes it to a whole nother level of just simplicity. I almost feel like that feeling of innocence attached to it. So,
yeah, and I know that like music is a big part of like gaming. And I feel like Minecraft in particular is a very relaxing game while also being like really stressful.
Yeah.
Because most of the time it's like you got this really nice relaxing music and you're just sitting there doing your thing. But then other times you're like in this giant fight with all these mobs and zombies and whatnot coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets really stressful. But even while you're doing that, the music doesn't pick up and get all racy and fun, and it doesn't pick up urgency in the music. The music just stays calm the entire time.
Yeah.
And so if anything, that kind of puts the situations that you get in that are more dangerous, it makes it less like what's the word I'm looking for? Probably like I don't know. It makes it less crazy.
Yeah.
I guess is the best way to put it,
Well, until those freaking, mine noises start, those cave sounds.
Oh yeah, those mine noises.
Those cave sounds
creepy.
suck.
I hate them. I turn them off. I can't do it.
I don't. I love them. I love them. I just wish they actually meant something sometimes, because it would be really cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I do leave them on when I'm playing with other people, but if I'm playing like Minecraft by myself, there's no way.
Really?
I'm good. I don't want to. Yeah, because I don't want to be freaked out. Like it gets me every time. I'm like, but if I'm talking to other people, then it's like whatever. Like the cave noise can happen and I'll be fine because I'm distracted doing other things.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of music, and we've already kind of touched on this like throughout the episode, but the music videos that came out of it on YouTube, like the parodies and stuff like that, they're phenomenal. Like most of the ones that were really popular are really good.
I think out of all of the people that have done parodies, I actually will have to say that Captain Sparkles probably has the best parodies and the best Minecraft music out of anybody.
Correct.
'Cause
absolutely.
I mean, they're just so, for one, they tell a story. That's the one thing that's really enjoyable. I mean, heck, the other night when I think you were editing the first episode for the podcast, and I was just off playing Destiny, and I think I streamed my screen to you, and we were just I just started playing the Fallen Kingdom series.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even know why I'm listening to this. Like, I'm not huge into them, but I just have this urge to just listen to them. And we just sat and listened. And once we got to the end, you're like, well, that's cool. We listened to all of Fallen Kingdom, so
yeah,
it just hit out of nowhere. And so I definitely think that he has the best, because I can't really think of a whole lot that aren't his that are actually popular or at least good, to his extent. I'll say to his extent.
Now, if I remember correctly, the history of parodies, I think he actually might have done the first one, or at least the first one that took off.
Probably.
Because his first one that he did was TNT, which is a parody of Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in 2011. Like, that was right as the game came out almost. Like, it was right near that.
Yeah. Oh, and the animations for those videos were... You look at them now and it's just like, wow, that is bad.
They're rough.
They're pretty bad.
But for the time, phenomenal. But TNT was... So he's actually talked about this before. The entire song was created in note blocks in-game.
Really? I don't know.
He used actual note blocks to write the entire... to recreate the entire song.
Huh. That's actually really cool. I'll have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so you have TNT, and then you had Fallen Kingdom, and then you had Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Which are the three, top viewed Minecraft anything, I think. If I remember correctly. I think they're the top three, Minecraft viewed videos. If not, at least music video-wise.
I mean, heck, Fallen Kingdom itself, as of right now, has 1.5 million views. And that's probably because...
You mean, wait, 1.5 million?
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Glad you corrected me on that. 151 million. That's
there
what
you
I
go.
meant.
I was like, that doesn't sound right.
It's like...
I think... So, Revenge, actually, fun fact, I think Revenge has more views than the original version of the song "DJ's Got Us Fallen in Love" or whatever
Here,
it is.
let me find out.
I'm pretty sure. I can't remember that as a fact, but I'm pretty sure at some point it surpassed it.
Okay, currently it has 279 million for Revenge.
Revenge?
Yeah, and let's see. DJ Got Us Fallen in Love. Oh. Currently it has 352 million views.
Okay. I don't know why. I think at some point it might have passed it and then it flipped back.
Probably.
So, I don't know. Or I'm just misremembering.
Unless it's TNT. TNT has 116 million. Let's find out. Dynamite. Oh, Dynamite by Tao, I don't know how you pronounce the freaking name, has 125 million. That one's actually...
TNT have?
TNT has 116 million.
Oh, wow, that's pretty close.
That is really close.
But there was also that point in time where TNT and Revenge had to have original audio made. So they had original music put over the music videos for a while because of like some copyright issues.
Yeah. I do briefly remember that.
Yeah. And those eventually got switched back, which is good. Mm-hmm. But, you know, like the original ones they put on there weren't too bad, but, you know,
yeah,
the original's always better.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that led to... So eventually he made the entire Fallen Kingdom series, which was really good. And those came out when I was in high school. So Take Back the Night came back my sophomore year. Find the Pieces came out junior. And then after I graduated senior year, so at the end of the year, was Dragonhearted.
Mm-hmm.
And then now, as of December, he has Rising Kingdom, which is a prequel.
I do love that song.
Also, just
I've gone back a couple of times and I've listened to that one because the Fallen Kingdom, so the 3 songs that are after Fallen Kingdom, I didn't really get into. I think because that they weren't actual parodies, and I thought that they were.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't really get into them. But Rising Kingdom, though, I do really enjoy that song. Oh. That one is good.
And well. Dude, I'm afraid for my Spotify Wrapped for 2023 already. Because so far, all I've listened to this year is Rising Kingdom and Owl City.
Yep.
So I'm really afraid of what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rising Kingdom, and we talked about this when I was showing it to you, and when I was showing you like edits people were doing and yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
But it has such a similar sound to Fallen Kingdom.
I mean, heck, that freaking title, though. Like...
Yeah. It has just such a similar sound to the music that it almost has instant nostalgia to it, even though it's a brand new song.
Well, and as of right now, it has 3.8 million views.
Yeah, it's kind of stabilized, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which, like, I kind of expected that, but also I was really hoping it would just skyrocket and, like, everyone that's seen it would be like, oh my gosh, like, Fallen Kingdom has more music. But then I remembered, like you said, a lot of people didn't even know there was a series because it wasn't parody music. It was new music and nobody really was interested.
Yeah.
But, and we talked about this in private too, but this, and you know, we talked about this at the beginning, where I've been watching him for 10 plus years, and so being able to see this come out like all these years later, is just an insane feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Not just because it's like, oh, my childhood nostalgia. It's like I literally watched him move from making Minecraft videos to making Reddit videos. And that's all he did for like 2 years. When Minecraft started on the decline.
Mm-hmm.
He was just making Reddit videos.
Which I feel like a lot of channels at some point started just doing that, where they'd go on Reddit. I mean, like I think PewDiePie did. He did that for the longest time of like, the why. He still, I think he still does it here and there, but not quite as often. But even then, yeah, just channels. Channels. I feel like channels started becoming more reactive to stuff instead of putting out content. It's more reactive content.
Yeah, and the other thing too is that these YouTubers that have been on the platform for so long, that started out doing like Minecraft, like a majority of them aren't there anymore.
Yeah, a lot of them are just gone.
Yeah, they've either left the platform, switched to other things, or had giant controversies that got them canceled.
Actually, I do know that quite a few have actually had controversies that got them canceled.
A lot.
So yeah, which you hate to hear just in general, just because it's like you've seen these people. I know this isn't like Minecraft based, but just a little thought that I have of like you always hate to hear that these people that you watch that
you look
up to, and you're just like, oh, I take inspiration from them, and then that they're just totally kind of trashy people. It always sucks to hear that. I always fear that somebody's gonna be like, oh, Markiplier did this. Not gonna lie, I'm always afraid for that day. Better not happen. Anyway,
and and I want to say like, oh yeah, Markiplier for the best example, like, oh yeah, Markiplier would do nothing wrong. Like I could never see that happening. But a lot of these YouTubers, like a lot of people thought that too.
Yep.
And so something would come out, and then you're like,
oh, well, it always sucks. But, which, honestly, so, okay, kind of, I guess for kind of some last little things, what do you think will come of the future of Minecraft? Just in general. Whether it's content or the game or...
Well, even like content, like YouTube wise, the game has already like started dying down again. Really, like there's still people doing it, and they're doing all right. But it's not the same as it was in its peak. It's not the same as it was in 2019 when it resurged.
Yeah,
but it's definitely not as dead of a game as it was back in like 2016, 2017.
Yeah. I think content for Minecraft on YouTube is always going to be there. No matter what happens to that game, there's still going to be content for it. People are still probably going to watch it. They're going to record it. They're going to do whatever. Live stream it. Because for one, heck, Twitch. If you live stream that game, it's such an easy game to stream. It is so easy. It is very simple, and you can be very interactive with your audience while playing it. Content is always going to be there. And I'm sure probably maybe like 5, even 10 years down the line, when we're older and we've got our own families and whatnot, we'll probably all be like, hey, remember Minecraft? And then we'll all just start playing it all over again.
Yep.
And then that's when, our kids, the next generation, will get introduced to it, and it's a game that's going to just keep going on and on and on. Cuz if you really think about it, there is no actual end to the game. Even just in general, there's no actual end. Now, you kill the Ender Dragon. Wow, you beat Minecraft. But even then, it's like you can still keep going.
But then even the credits roll, and even the credits say this isn't the end, essentially.
Yeah, it is.
And then you
so
get out of it,
vague.
and then there's more to do.
Yeah. It's a never-ending game. Now, yes, it might be in a little bit of a sloop, if that's even a word. It's a slump right now.
A slump.
Yeah, it's on a little decline because I mean, like, heck, me and you got into a total like, we need to play Minecraft, and then we played for an hour, and then we just started watching the movie.
Yeah.
I do think that, in my opinion, I do feel like a little bit of the greediness has kind of gotten to it. A bit.
Of like, of the whole like having
Yes,
Microsoft
it
own
doesn't
and stuff like
feel quite as like, I'm gonna say homely. Very homely to it. Very small. Now, granted,
that. Yeah.
I know that there's the stuff with Notch. Very weird dude. So it's definitely in better hands now. At least as of recording this video. I'm not gonna say that for eternity, but it's in better hands now than it was who it was with before. But
now, how do you feel about like the spin-offs? Like Minecraft Dungeons, and they have like what is it called? Minecraft Legends coming out now.
Okay, so I really liked her. I was indifferent, but I did it indifferent, but I enjoyed the idea of the whole Telltale's Minecraft story mode.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
That one actually pretty all right. Dungeons, I both liked it and I disliked it. The drop rates for freaking armor and weapons is garbage. I don't like that. The gameplay kind of fun. I liked the idea of it. It felt wanted to do something different. That
I think that's a game I want to revisit because I haven't touched it since essentially launch.
And I
like,
bet you anything
month that we played it.
So have like 90% of the entire community of Minecraft. They probably stopped playing that game because it just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, they've had a bunch of like DLC and stuff too. Like I wouldn't mind going back in and checking it out.
Actually, you know what? You have indirectly given me an idea for a video that I'm going to go do now. I'm going to go record some Minecraft Dungeons and just be like, let's revisit it. Wow. It's still kind of garbage.
And then they're making a new one called Minecraft Legends, I think it's called. I don't know much about it, but that looks like it'll be all right.
I don't think it'll go anywhere.
Oh no,
I don't
I'll
think
try
it'll
it.
go anywhere. We need
It'll be the same as
we need to just drop Minecraft, okay? Where is Minecraft 2?
See, that's the thing. Okay, so when they had 1.19 come out, I legitimately thought that maybe they'd go to Minecraft 2.
Yeah. I think a lot of people kind of did, actually.
But instead they're doing... Because we already had Minecraft 1.2. So now it's going to be Minecraft 1.20. And I'm like, guys, come on. We gotta...
That's the thing, though. That Minecraft, it can just continuously update. They can do so much with it. And I think...
Like, here's the deal, though. I don't know what a Minecraft 2 would contain. Besides just literally rebranding it to be Minecraft 2, but it would just be the same.
Yeah. No, there's
with
nothing
new
they
stuff,
could really do.
You know?
Unless they found a way to actually give it a direct story, like stuff that you can follow. I don't know how they would do that necessarily. So still keep the open world, mining, but actually have it that you can find like little clues and they can lead you to stuff. And it kind of forms a little bit of a story. Like if you find a village, you can find a special villager that gives you maybe a quest or something.
Well, the thing about that is that people are already making maps that do that.
Yeah, and I know that, but I think that's partially the beauty of Minecraft is that there's so much customizability. Whatever. That's my word now. To Minecraft that it just it builds itself. The game literally builds itself that it doesn't need a sequel. And so I don't think Minecraft I don't think there will ever be a death day of Minecraft of like, oh, that's it.
Unless Microsoft just gets sick of updating
If they,
like, and they're like, it's not really making as much money anymore. Like, let's just chop it up.
Yeah, but even then, it will not die. Because at some point, I bet you anything, we'll have another resurgence. And especially if it's like our generation, they'll be like, oh, Minecraft, we forgot all about this game. And then we'll play it. And then our kids and their kids will just get introduced to it. And it'll resurge right back again. Yeah.
It'll just keep going.
I think that's the beauty of the game, is that it can keep going. Both in game and in real life, it just keeps going, no matter what.
Now, outside of your like Minecraft 2 ideas, is there anything you think that they need to be adding to the game?
Guns.
Guns.
Yeah, guns. No, I actually want more of a kind of a creepier Minecraft, because like the warden, that is a great idea. I love the idea of the warden. I love it because it's so.
By hate it, I mean I love it.
Unique. Well, I mean, it's not unique, but it's unique to Minecraft. But it gives this sense of like straight up danger. And you have to be quiet. It is dead dark. I mean, it feels dangerous. And so
the first time I found one of those ancient cities or whatever they're called, I was just shaking in my boots, dude.
It gives the sense of danger. So I would actually like more creepiness thrown into Minecraft.
I think the last time I was just as terrified was like when they added Ewok up to Battlefront 2.
Whoa, man. PTSD.
Classic.
Fortunate Son place.
Man, I think that's kind of where we're just going to leave it. Is there anything else you want to talk about Minecraft-wise?
I think my final thought is that, yes, there's stuff that I want, probably will never happen, but I do see that Minecraft is the game that will not die. Even if I think even 30 years down the road, it might have another resurgence, because Minecraft is just that approachable of a game that anybody can play it. Literally anybody can play it at any time. And I definitely feel like, especially with our generation, it gives that sense of nostalgia that even when we're probably well into our late 80s or whatever, we'll be like, do you remember the track Minecraft? Oh, it was so good. It's like, and just all parts of it are just so good. It goes across generations, and anybody can play it. It's so
absolutely, like, I agree. I felt like I was gonna say something, but that thought's gone.
It's all right.
It's fine. Anyways, well then, I think we're gonna close it up here. Thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of DaUseless Podcast. That's getting easier to say. So we now have our links set up, so you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at DaUseless Podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the podcast listening sites, whatever you will use. Come follow us on there.
He's Useless Gamer trademark, and I am DaHobster. Just yep.
DaHobster, as well for our personal YouTubes. If there's anything you want us to talk about in these podcast episodes, if you have any questions, if there's a topic you want us to talk about, any of those kinds of suggestions, feel free to comment on an Instagram post, DM us, leave it on a TikTok comment.
Or even our personal channels, like comment wherever.
You can even come on our personal channel. Yep. Wherever you can put that, go ahead. At some point, I'll probably try to make some sort of message system. Or if I'm looking for like a Q&A, I'll go on Instagram and ask questions on there. So just be on the lookout for stuff like that, for sure. And Calvin, is there anything else you want to add?
Nope. You said it all. We're still trying to figure out this outro crap.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Or listening.
Thanks for listening.
Either way. Bye, guys.
Yep. Bye.